Hello everyone. So we know that in JavaScript we have a very special type of data, that is the object, and it allows us to store the data in the form of key and value. So today we're going to talk about 5 ways so that we can create object in JavaScript. So the first one, as that's a very common way, we can declare an object as we use object literal, and I think that's the best way to declare that one. So if you use console.log type of operator, you will see that is an object for sure. So if you want to use the key and you pass them kind of value, we have the key and value here. And if you want to get the value back from that key, you can simply use that way. So let me change this one to another value so you see the difference. We can also use square bracket to get the value, but here probably you need to use string so that you get the same value from the key and value here. So that is a very, very common way. You can pass down anything inside this object like array, so you still work in as usual. So here is an array, but we have more ways to create object in JavaScript. So let's use another way. As we are going to use method create from object. So let's create object obj equal object create, and we just pass the curly braces inside the object create method. And obviously you also need to pass the value and key for that. Okay, so if you check type of obj, you will see it return object. So why we use object created instead of object literal? Okay, if you say use operator, let's I create that one very quickly, instance of object, it will return true for sure. And if I use the same operator, we check the instance of obj created from the method object create, and we also get true. So just in case you want to create an object that does not inherit anything from the object, and we can use obj and we pass the value null here. And obviously you can keep adding things for that, like key equal hello, and you still got the object work. It just works as normal. So let's get the key, and we got hello, but it returns false if you use instance of operator. So that's a little bit different. Okay, so we're going to create an object using object constructor. I don't think this one is this is a good way, but let's try that out. Obj equal new object, and we pass into that one an object. That's console.log. Probably we don't need curly braces here. What if we remove curly braces? Okay, and then now we just add the key of value, something equal something, and we got something, the value of that key back. What if we use curly braces inside? It should just work as usual. So if you want to add some kind of function like testing equal function, you can return some hello world just for testing. And here, if you use testing as a key, it will not return a value but return a function, a method. So if you want to get the method or the value from this method, we need to use the braces here. So that is the third way to create object in JavaScript. We also have another way to create object in JavaScript that we use function constructor. So basically, we just declare a function like this, testing, and in this function, I'm gonna pass a simple parameter. So basically, they're gonna use let's test for age, right? And we can write something like this: age equal age. So to create an object from that, we just first just use new testing, and we pass the value. That's one. So what if we check the type of first test? We see it returns an object. And if you want to get the value from the first test, we just pass the key as usual. Test age. Here we go. So what if I change the my code a little bit? Let's say 10. It will return another value. Okay, you will see that's the beauty of function, and we can declare a function and returns object. So one of the things you will see that if you just keep adding more property for that, for the testing, for the first test object, we'll see. So let's say we have programming equal JavaScript, and then we just check the value from that. So if you just console.log first test, we'll see we have two property here. The first one is age, and the second one is programming. So obviously you can get the value back from this one. Let's check that out. There we go. So that is a for the next way to create object form in JavaScript is that we use class constructor. We know that it's only available in ES6. So instead of using function, we just write class, and no, there's no. We need to use curly braces, and in class we have constructor, and we have age. So it's age equal age. If I +1, we'll see the magic here. But one thing you should be aware of is that if you use type of test, it will return function instead of class. Yes, it return function. So be aware of the fact that class in JavaScript is not, real class as in other programming language. So now you can create an object from test, and we need to pass some data for that. And if we pass the simple value here, it will return, let's say, what do we get? Oh, VG, we got 31 instead of 32 because it has been manipulated here. So you can get the value from that property, and we get, instead of the original value, we got something new because it has been changed. So that's all. So thanks for watching.